Mark Twain once said this funny quote: "If your job is to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning." What does he mean by eating a frog? Well, essentially, he means getting hard work done. And he says the best time to do hard work is in the morning. What I'm going to talk about today is how I optimized my morning routine and how I managed to wake up and study day upon day upon day for probably like 2 weeks now, of waking up at 5:30, then studying at 6 a.m. I'm going to talk through a few difficulties that I encountered through the way, and I'm going to tell you how I've overcome it with my morning routine. I'm going to touch upon how I defeated waking up. I'm also going to touch upon how I optimized my routine for studying. And lastly, I'm going to talk about how to get into the flow state when you're actually doing the studying. I would first like to show you my morning routine. It's a bit of a structure, it's a bit of a framework to start this video with. So right now, as you can see, I wake up at 5:30. Then in my morning routine at 6:15, I go from 5:30 to 6:15. These are the things that I do. I do some meditation, I do some cold shower, I get some sunshine. If there is sunshine right now in the UK, there's a little bit of sunshine. I drink water, then I do some gratitude. These are the things that I do that are going to optimize my studying. Now I want to talk about how I defeated waking up. For many people, waking up is the hardest thing to do in the morning, right? You're groggy, you are all tired from sleeping the previous night, and maybe sometimes you didn't even get enough sleep. What do? We set an alarm, right? Then we hit the snooze button. A lot of people even set multiple alarms, but they sleep through one after another. Maybe after 30, maybe after an hour is the time when they actually wake up. So how do we, as productive, very disciplined, individualistic people, achieve waking up easily? So this is what I do. I, just like every normal person, set an alarm on my phone for 5:30, right? The time I'm supposed to wake up. But I do something different to most people. Most people have their phone right next to their bed. So it makes it super, super easy to just reach over, hit the snooze button, then go to sleep again. I don't do that. I put my phone on my desk, so where I normally do my work, right? And since my desk is halfway between my bed and my shower, literally means that I need to get out of bed, go to my desk to press the end button. Then since I'm already halfway there to the shower, which is the second thing I do on my morning routine, there's no other option for me than to just go to the shower, because it's literally the easier route. I suggest you do something similar. You have an alarm, but it requires you to wake up and get out of bed to snooze or destroy the alarm, right? And since you're already up, there's no better option than to just go do some showering or do some meditation or do something like, go to the kitchen to grab a glass of water. It's as easy as that. And if it doesn't work, obviously just put multiple alarms and literally wake yourself each time to go out, walk 10 steps, 20 steps to actually disable the alarm. It's literally going to help you so much. What I'm going to talk about next is how I optimized my routine for studying or doing work, deep work in general. So what I do is a series of cold shower and meditation. How does this help you study? So essentially, many studies focused on the effects of cold shower. And obviously, I'm not the kind of guy who would just wake up in the morning and take a freezing cold shower, right? I'm not built for that. And as many of us, we are not built for cold showers straight away. So I kind of try to move this a little bit. So the thing I do is that I go in the shower, hot shower, obviously. I wash my hair, I wash my face, the normal thing we do. But then towards my end of the shower, when you're hot and toasty after 10 minutes of showering, that's when I turn the water cold. And I turn it cold. So I turn it all the way to the end. Then I just splash water on my face for a minute. And that is super, super good for leveraging your focus because, it opens your eyes, the cold water makes your body tense up. And a biological way of defining this is vasodilation. So when you are cold, vasoconstriction. So when you are cold, your blood vessels actually, try to conserve the energy that is in your body. And so you feel hotter after the shower because you're conserving all that energy despite feeling all this cold. This would only happen if you're in the cold shower for like 1 or 2 minutes. But then since your body is getting hotter, it's actually getting more alert. So you get more time into deep focused studying. This is the same idea with meditation, sort of. Meditation, you're asked to focus your mind on something like breathing, on something like the sound and awareness around you. So this also improves your focus a lot. That's the 2 things I do literally straight after waking up. I go to take a cold shower, then I go meditation. You could really implement this in your daily life. It's really, really simple. And if you want to know the app I use for meditation, it's called Medito. It's one of the easiest apps you can use. You can literally open the app and press, start, and you can just do like 5 minutes of meditation. These are the things that really changed the landscape of my morning. I also want to talk about the use of light. So what are you talking about? Like use of light? We have lights like that light and like study light. So the main important thing to do in the morning, I'm not doing it right now, but I do it when I go into the shower, is to have an overhead light. So once you wake up, your caveman brain kind of thinks, oh, like if there's sunlight, it means that I should wake up in the morning. But obviously, if you're waking up at 5:30, there's no sunlight. So what do we do as a replacement? We put some overhead lights. So our eyes think, oh, interesting. There's sunlight, so it's like a substitute. So it actually wakes us up better if we look at overhead lights that substituted for sunlight back in the day. Second point, it's also important to have something you associate with studying, such as what I have right here. I have like a studying lamp. And, if I open my lamp, I basically tell my brain, hey, this is time for studying. And, it just gets me straight in, locked in. Very important to get something like that. Lastly, I want to talk about how I get into the flow state in the morning. For many of us, getting into the flow state is probably the second toughest thing on this list. We sit down, we try to do work. Then we're just thinking, oh my God, do I do this? Oh my God, do I do that? We have so many things on our hands that we want to get done in the morning, and we oftentimes overestimate how much we can actually do. So how do we conquer that? This is a method that I've implemented myself, totally based on my experience of studying. And in my timetable, you can see that I drew out like a deep work period from 6:15 to 8 a.m. 6:15 to 8 a.m. But what I also did in my routine is I listed a few things that are mandatory and I need to get done if I was following my routine. I listed things like option A, option B, option C. These are the things where you can actually, optimize. These are the things that give you choice in the morning. So, for example, my option A is I would wake up and do some writing, right? Then I really specify what writing would I do. Would I actually write a book? Would I do some journaling? Stuff like that really helps you get down and crack down on the things that you want to get done. Option B might be filming, YouTube video right now, blah, blah, blah. But what I also do on top of that is I list what I'm going to do each day. So Monday, I do some filming, which is today. Then Tuesday, I do some writing. Stuff like that can really, really leverage your studying by so much, because you're waking up and you literally already have a routine of what you're going to do. You know what you're going to do. So that's the only thing you can do. And a last bonus point that I use for studying effectively is this app called Rescue Time. It's actually crazy. You really should download it. What does Rescue Time do? Rescue Time is basically this app that helps you have deep concentrated focus, right? It literally blocks all of the distractions, YouTube, Instagram, whatever that you might go onto when you open the app. What does the app also do? It allows you to specify completely on the goal that you want to get done. So there's a little tab on Rescue Time which can specify the things that you want to get done. And these are the things that are really going to improve your focus. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you can wake up the next morning and follow some of this routine. It might help you. It might not. It's very subjective. But this is how I work, and this is how I want to portray my work to be. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.